Hey everybody, did you know you can go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? For instance, like maybe the one you're about to see, or any of the other ones on that website. And if you're interested in getting the original, just email me and I'll be like, hey, that's cool, colinmullen.com. So before we get into today's thing, let's talk about this painting real quick. It's of Hunter Call of the Wilds. It's a really pretty hunting simulator that I did a Twitch bounty for. So they gave me the game for free and they paid me, full disclosure. But it's, as far as I can tell, the best hunting game out on the market. I'm not huge into that kind of game, but, you know, it's really well made. It's really pretty. And if you do like hunting, or you like the idea of hunting, it's a really solid game. But yeah, I figured we should get back to doing some arcade kind of stuff, you know, based on video games. And so next couple will be, I've already done a poll on Patreon. If you are one of the people who, you know, support me there, you can go and vote on it. But I've started on the next one, and I know people didn't vote on Hunter Call of the Wild, but I wanted to make sure there was one done first, so I'd have some time to finish the other one. Anyway, let's get into today's subject matter and talk about this thing that happened. So the other day, Elon Musk was trending on Twitter because he did something stupid. It's a constant thing with him. This time, it was for not crediting an artist for their work of 2B from Nier Automata. It's not something that he's unfamiliar with. He's used other people's work before without their permission. Specifically, once he used a really poorly drawn unicorn farting into a car as a boot up screen or an interface screen for the Tesla that he was showing off. And the art wasn't his. It doesn't matter how bad the art is. That's not relevant. And a lot of his tweets have been deleted. He even deactivated, quote, 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 it's back now. He deactivated his account for a day or two. He just stepped away from Twitter, which he probably should do in general. But because those tweets are lost to time, we don't actually have, you know, the exact source. So I'm going to have to read off of an article that I found referring to it. It said, apparently he said in response to it, no one should be credited with anything ever. I assume that's a joke, but considering his history in the past, and I wish people would stop crediting artists on Twitter with when any fool can find out who the artist was in seconds. So that's, it's destroying the medium. That's a dumb take. So I went out of my way to try and find some actual takes that, you know, reasons why people believe that you shouldn't have to credit artists. What is the ethical reason? What is the moral reason? What is the monetary reason? What is the reason that you would not want to credit an artist for their work? And basically, I haven't been able to find anyone who actually makes this argument when they're not already cornered in a situation like Elon Musk was. I feel like it's only something that's done reactionary. Like someone calls you out for you know, stealing art, and then you go, well, you know, da-da-da, no one should be credited with anything. It's destroying the medium. People wanting respect. People wanting to be able to do what they love. You know, destroying art as its form. First off, that's, like, not true at all. I don't know how to explain to you guys that you shouldn't be evil. Like, it's really hard for me to really wrap my head around this. And here's the deal. Like, Elon Musk, you can like what he's done. He supported PayPal, which I use, in order to gain some money, which he also, you know, used some of his father's Emerald Mine money to fund Tesla, which is a green energy car company, which is great because, you know, the whole global warming thing is kind of screwing us all. It's cool of him to do that. That does not make him not a jerk. You understand how that works? Like, you can be cool at some things, but also a jerk in other areas. Like, you can be a multifaceted person. You're not a cartoon character who is strictly evil or strictly cool. So what are some reasons that people give for not giving respect to the artist? Now, I did have one person actually on Twitter respond to me when I tweeted about this, saying, well, did she credit him, or did she credit you know, Square Enix for Nier Automata? And the answer is yes, actually. I'll link actually to her page, but yes, she actually does that. And that argument is dumb. She does do that. As an aside, Hunter Call the Wild is published by Avalanche Studios, and its developer is Expansive Worlds. It came out a couple years ago. Anyway, so why should you credit artists, or why shouldn't you? Let's pretend like we're in that. And if you have a reason why you don't believe it's worth crediting artists, go ahead and post it in the comments. That way I can call you an idiot directly to your face. It belongs to society. Like, everyone needs to consume art. That's true. That's why you should help them out. Like, assuming that you like their art enough to share it, wouldn't you want to, like, support the artist, help them out to make more art? Like, isn't that cool? What if they did another one? What if they made another art? What if they had the means, the time, and the motivation to make more art? What if they believed that, you know, people respected and liked their work enough that they could make more of it? What if that led to them being able to pay for their bills doing only art if they so desired? You should give credit, and not that bull crap where you just go, oh, credit to the artist. Well, I don't know who that is, and I'm going to have to go and look for it. Why don't you just make it straightforward? Because how often do people actually... I mean, like, I told you guys that I put a link to the artist in the description. The artist who did the 2B thing. How many of you guys actually checked that, or are planning to? How often do you check the description? Like, that's even with me giving the credit. Credit to the artist. People are lazy. They're not going to go and look it up. And so that person's just not going to get respect. If it's not done quickly and easily, they're not going to do it. That's one of the first things that you learn about social media. That's one of the first things that you learn about people, is fundamentally they are kind of lazy, and that's fine. You need to make things easy and straightforward for them, or they won't do it. That's why all of my links are in the description of everything, so that way there's a chance that people will go and look at them. It doesn't mean they will, but it makes it easier for you, because if you have to go and try and figure out what my Twitter handle is, you're probably not going to go through the bother. And so when you say credits to the artist, that's not going to work. No one's going to look it up. And the few people who do are not as many as who would have had it just been an easy clickable thing. Other artists or other people will go like, well, you know, you're saying what I can and cannot post on my page. Yes, there are certain laws that exist. There are certain moral and ethical things that you do because that's how it works. You listen. Are you guys infringing on my right to be able to do as I wish, to be able to live my life if I can't just murder everyone I see? Like, you guys are preventing me from being able to murder anyone I want. You're infringing on my rights. Like, that's dumb. That's a dumb thing to say, isn't it? You cannot just use other people's work as you feel. That's not how things work. And I don't know why I always go back to murder. I just do. It's how I roll, I guess. And you may not feel like it's a problem. You may not feel like it's a problem with your own art that people repost it, but just give credit. Why wouldn't you? Literally, why wouldn't you? And the other thing is that he must have gone out of his way to find this art. If you search 2B on Google and search the images and then turn on safe search, because holy crap, that image, despite trending on Twitter for days, is not in the top search results. You have to actually click farther down. Like, you can't actually find it on the first page of image results for a 2B for Nier Automata. He went out of his way to find it, and yet somehow, he believes that people should just know that. Like, my point is that he could have used any official art of 2B to make his meme joke, and it would have been just as fine. That would have worked just as well. But for some reason, he used this one person's art and then refused to credit them when he could have. There's not a reason to, or not to. If you have an argument against me, bring it, because I'd love to hear it and then call you an idiot. But let's be thankful. Let's calm down a bit. Let's thank the people who helped me out on Patreon. giving them credit. There you go. See, I linked it in. It's not awkward now. Right? Starting with Wapfu. Thank you, Wapfu. It's very kind of you. Thank you, Theodore Corbiere. It's very cool of you. Thank you, Spiral. I could say that's very cool of you, but I think we know where I'm going with this on all of you. Thank you, Spencer Kane. Thank you, Felinixia Theoran. Thank you, Oboist Kirby. Thank you, Moodles. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Maliciousness. Thank you, Lost Nevada. Thank you, Geizazan. Thank you, Duxu. Thank you, Bubba Fair. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Adam Kearney. If you want to be in the credits and you want access to the Discord that I've got going, $5 or more, $10 or more, and I'll give you a review of your art and tell you what you could do to improve your art in my eyes. But that being said, here's me signing off, and here is me signing out. Sorry I got a little heated on this one. This is the thing that I care about. Having my work respected is important to me. And so I extend that to anyone else who's doing the same thing. So anyway, that's my ramble out of the way. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a sub. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.